This is Kingsbury in northwest London. Locals say the area has been transformed over the past 5 years as post-Brexit visa opportunities opened up for people coming from South Asia.
They find this area easy to live in because they know they can survive. It looks like as if you are walking through mini Mumbai.
We've arranged to meet someone who lives in the community and helps with events here. He doesn't want to be identified, but raises serious concerns about visa abuse.
In the last 5 years, a huge amount of people have come in this country on this visiting visa. They just come with one thing in mind, overstay and work in cash.
And in a further insight into how the system is being abused, he claims economic migrants are regularly arriving who've paid strangers to pretend they're a friend or relative in order to obtain a visitor visa to get to Britain.
I come across so many people who has come this way into this country.
You think it's widespread, a stranger sponsoring a stranger?
It's a widespread, yeah. When I talk to these people, they literally tell me, oh, someone is coming tomorrow, day after tomorrow, someone coming. I said, what happens if you get caught? They're laughing at us because they know Britain is a soft country where you won't be picked up easily. And who is paying for it? It's the taxpayers who are paying for this.
The government has no idea with any real degree of accuracy exactly how many people are in the country who have overstayed their visas. No data has been collated for 5.5 years. But piecing together multiple accounts from community leaders and lawyers, the current picture we've built is stark.
At this time, there's definitely in excess of about 200,000 people overstaying in the UK. It might even be closer to 3, it could even be 400,000.
How do you get to that figure? What's the evidence for that?
Every day I see at least one overstayer. Many immigration lawyers like me see overstayers, and that is a lot of the bulk of the work for immigration lawyers. The Home Office doesn't have any accurate data because we don't have any exit controls.
What do you think about that?
Well, it's a shambles. It's an institution where every wall in the building is cracked.
So why is your hand shaking?
Many, like Anike, have for years lived in fear of the Home Office. She came to the UK from Nigeria on a 3-month visitor visa when her sister Esther was diagnosed with a brain tumour. Anike has now overstayed her visa for 12 years. Esther begs for her sister to be allowed to stay in Britain.
I'm really afraid they'll tell me she's detained somehow to go back home.
She says she's dependent on her for care after complications following brain surgery. Now living in Greater Manchester, Anike has had applications to stay in Britain on compassionate grounds turned down 7 times. Yet the Home Office knows she exists because it makes her digitally sign in every month.
Although you may have been granted immigration bail, you remain liable to be detained. So when you get this every first day of the month, it's horrendous.
I've heard stories of people's application under solicitors' cabinet.
But something has changed for Anike. Frustrated by her life in limbo, what she's afraid of now is the hardening public mood over immigration and its political consequences.
When you hear Nigel Farage talking about sending hundreds of thousands potentially of people back to their country of birth, what impact does that have on you?
It does make me worry. Everybody is thinking what will become of people like us.
What do you think about the fact that you've been in limbo for 12 years?
I don't know. I don't know how the Home Office works.
Disillusioned with the system, we meet Anike at a Nigerian community centre where people regularly come for help to settle their status.
Day to day that we see people come here and that's what they tell us, that they are visa overstayer. You know, we've got so many stories around visas, you know, and that's how we know that a lot of people are on visa overstayers.
How would you describe the climate right now amongst people that you support?
It is tensed, yeah, it's tensed. Some people comes forward and some people goes underground. It all depends, you know.
We head south from Manchester into the world of those who disappear within their communities.
So we've arranged to meet someone who came to the UK a few years ago on a student visa, but he's overstayed that visa. He's now got no legal status. He's doing cash-in-hand work, so we've arranged to meet him after his labouring job, but we know he's quite nervous about talking to us.
We're calling him Ramesh. We meet at a Gurdwara, a Sikh place of worship where he's come to pray and be fed. Ramesh says he survives on handouts and stays with relatives. He came to the UK just over 2 years ago on a student visa, but says it was cancelled when he stopped going to university after he was involved in a bad accident. He insists he can't return to India because of his political activism. Ramesh says he's currently working on a house extension for someone he knows, earning as little as £50 a day for 9 hours work, around £5.50 an hour.
There are a lot of Pakistani peoples is help to me to give work in his house for cleaning and for householding things. Yeah.
And it's all cash in hand?
Yeah, all is cash in hand.
Which you know is illegal in Britain?
Yeah, I know it's illegal in Britain, but I don't have any another option to manage my financial situation.
In response, a Home Office spokesperson said, "We will not tolerate any abuse of our immigration system, and anyone found to be breaking the rules will be liable to have enforcement action taken against them." In the first year of this government, we have returned 35,000 people with no right to be here. Arrests and raids for illegal working have soared to their highest levels since records began. A report has been commissioned by the government assessing the scale of visa overstaying in Britain, another major issue for the embattled Home Office trying to regain the initiative after a summer of unrest over migration. Lisa Holland, Sky News.